Hello everyone. Today what we're going to do is show you how to install our new MAXPower ECM module on the new Giulia 2.0. Our goal with our new plug-and-play module was to introduce a reliable, well-tested, well-designed ECM module that could be easily installed. It is also designed to be controllable by you, the owner, through either a wireless Bluetooth app that you can download on your smartphone and use, or an internal dial that allows you, the owner, to dial up or dial down the performance of the module as you wish. We have spent lots of time and have put on a lot of miles on our own Giulia to test the product prior to its release. We have tested it in a variety of different climates and have actually driven the vehicle over 400 miles in over 100-degree temperatures with absolutely zero issues. So we're going to bring on our technician Bill, who will show you how to install this in your own Giulia. And as always, if you have questions, if you need anything at all, whether it's about installation or certain details about the product, simply pick up a phone, reach out to us, and we'll be glad to help as always. Thank you for your time.
Hi, I'm Bill, the shop manager at Madness Autoworks here in Texas, and today I'm going to show you how to install MAXPower ECM on the new Giulia. The first thing we're going to do is take the fob and put it away from the car so the car will go to sleep. And we're going to open the hood and the trunk and disconnect the battery. Okay, so you open the trunk, and I always put a piece of tape over the latch to remind me to leave the trunk open the entire process, because this is an electronic latch and we're disconnecting the battery. So the battery's over here in the right rear corner, right down here. The negative is at the rear. What we'll do is that's a 10 millimeter. Take it loose. One thing to keep in mind, that the engine gets very, very hot and you're going to be working around the turbo. So let it cool to room temperature before you start installation. Next, we're going to take the engine cover off. You use a small screwdriver and a 10 millimeter socket with the ratchet and extension. Got little covers, and they're lassoed so they won't fall down. Pull straight up. Just like that. Okay, next we're going to pry these little clips that hold all these breather hoses. Okay, release that one. And I'll clip that one down there. That's, I know it's a tough, but there's a little clip down there as well. And we're going to take these two bolts loose here. Okay, move this bracket out of the way. This piece pulls straight up, just like that. Be careful of these lines. Now that you have all the covers removed from your engine, the side to top, for the non-Bluetooth, there's two sensors you're going to tap into: manifold air and boost pressure. And those who upgraded to the Bluetooth MAXPower, it comes with a cam position sensor, which is located behind the turbo, and that's the reason for the insulation on the harness. The boost pressure sensor is located right here. Release the lock. Lock it in place. Our manifold pressure sensor, and it's located right here. Release the lock. Hold off. Lock. Lock it in place. And you're done. Now we're going to hook up our cam position sensor. If you have the non-Bluetooth version of our MAXPower, you can skip this step. The camshaft position sensor is located on the left rear corner of the cylinder head behind the turbo. Because of this location, give yourself some time, have plenty of patience when installing the harness. Okay, it's located right there on the left rear corner of the cylinder head. It's got a little red tab. Use a long pick to pry back the red tab and release the lock. Okay, now that you have the MAXPower harness wired into the cam position sensor, you're going to need to route the harness as far away from the turbo as possible. So zip tying it way back here on this vacuum line is perfect. Nice and tight so it's away from the turbo. Keep in mind you're going to want to run the harness in a nice orderly fashion along the engine compartment. Okay, we're going to hook up our 12-volt power source to the alternator. Okay, put your positive lead down on the side of the alternator and retighten the nut. Our negative lead, hook up right here. Next, you're going to hook up your MAXPower. Good locations right here on the factory wire harness. You can zip tie it right here. Since this is our car, I fabricated a bracket which will be available very soon. And then you're going to secure all your wiring for a nice clean install. One thing you need to know about this motor is you cannot run it with the engine cover off. One of the mounting screws on the left side, the hole goes all the way through the valve cover, and if you run it or drive it with the engine cover off, it will spray oil all over the engine. Okay, now we can reconnect our battery. After you hook the battery up, you're going to need to reset the steering. How you reset the steering is you start the car, turn the steering wheel all the way to the left and hold, all the way to the right and hold, return to center, stop the vehicle, and restart. Now your sensor is reset. We started the car, reset our steering angle, made sure there's no engine lights or anything like that, so now we're ready to put our heat shield and engine cover back on. Tuck your harness. And reinstall your 2 bolts. That's how you install the MAXPower ECM in the Alfa Giulia.
All right, so now we got our module installed, thanks to Bill. We're gonna go take this Giulia out for a drive. Also stay tuned for some more videos about how this car performs once the module is installed in the vehicle.